if you're a butter tart fan, you're gonna like this one. Actually cut out the heart of their leader and took a bite of it before he died. And by doing that, they figured they were gonna try and blow up a church downtown. I want the preacher and pill, I want to bless with it. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary blissness. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary blissness. Hi-ho, Silver, away!
Hi-yo, Silver, away!
We park right here. Alright. First video with the helmet mount. I'm out of breath. Silver's a heavy boy to push. But it's a nice day. It's a little overcast. The sun's coming out a bit though. But we're gonna go for a little ride. Talk about some interesting facts of where I'm from, which is Barrie. It's a lot warmer out than I was expecting. One thing I added, some cool Assassin's Creed decal there. Huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I have pretty much all the novels. I've played all the games except for the newest one, Shadows, and Origins. So, but yeah. Freaking love Assassin's Creed. Alright. Let's get this heavy boy started. Our first little fun fact about Barrie. The oldest known published butter tart recipe, and I guess if you're a butter tart fan, you're gonna like this one. But the oldest known published butter tart recipe, which I believe dates back to like 1901 or 1900, actually came from a nurse in Barrie. So that's kind of cool, especially with how recipes and stuff work. People just see them, put them on their, cooking website or recipes, book site, whatever. Chances are that that recipe came from the one in Barrie. We're gonna go straight ahead. Can we get a no-foot stop? Hell yeah, we can. I'm gonna go a little slow. Let this mom and daughter enjoy their ride. Another thing we're going to talk about, which will be evident once we hit certain street signs, is a bit of the history, I guess, like, of this area. Because over the years, Barrie has expanded a lot. But before, it was very different. Such a nice day out. Oh, two little pups. Oh, actually, real quick. Oh, I don't have a stop sign. Nice. Okay, so, on this street here, and you'll see one right there, a free little library. If you have any of those in your area, please use them. Go on a walk with your loved one or your kids or whatever, and go check out little libraries in your area. They're an awesome resource. People pay their own money to be able to put them up for people. You can take books from them. You can donate books to them. You just show up. You take a book or whatever. You leave your books in there. It's an amazing thing to do. But on this street here, there's actually three. There was the one back there, which is the Little Squirrel Library. There's that one there. And then, oh, someone's having a party. And then there's this one right here. So yeah, they're awesome resources. I know that there's an app you can download. Some people don't register their little libraries on the app. But no, it's an awesome thing to do. And it's, I don't know, me and my daughter, and even me and my wife, we always go for walks. And sometimes, honestly, we'll just be like, hey, do you want to go check out the little libraries today? So, yeah, it's awesome. Such a much nicer day today than it was yesterday. Went for a ride yesterday. It was just so windy and like cold. I'm gonna hang it right here, because we gotta stop, a drop, a shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, whoa. that's a Rough Rider's roll, in case you weren't familiar. Dodge those potholes. So now it's about finding these street signs. So we gotta go right, and then an immediate left here. Oh, we got a car coming. They don't have a stop sign, so. And we go. I've been getting better at making sure to click the blinkers off. Oh, other thing, Poochie. The other thing you might be noticing is, if you've watched the videos, I don't have the windshield or the mirrors on. The windshield, I'm just going to have to replace that whole thing. I just took it off. The mirrors, I have to replace them with the actual ones for the bike, because the ones that I put on, they would just shake like crazy and get loose, which is not good for when you're riding and trying to see what's out of them. Okay, so these street signs coming up right here. We're gonna stop, pull over for a sec. So these street signs here, historic East End, you'll either see these ones or ones that say Kempenfelt Village. And the reason for that is before Barrie was a town, this area here, I think it's like, let me think, I think it's like 6 streets vertically and 6 streets going this way, and then the 7 streets in between them. That was known as Kempenfelt Village, and that actually played a big role in the War of 1812. A street that we might go over to just down that way is Penetanguishene Road. So what that was a road that went from Georgian Bay down to Barrie, or at least at that time, Kempenfelt Village, and it would be used for ammo, supplies, food, just transporting soldiers and stuff. And the reason it was called Kempenfelt Village is that body of water you can see right in front of us is Kempenfelt Bay, or Kempenfelt Lake. So, kind of a cool little history thing within, like, just up the road from me. Also, I guess a bonus little fun fact, Barrie has its own little cryptid as well, if you're into, like, Sasquatch, Mothman, that kind of stuff. Apparently in that lake, there is I guess a fish that's been described as somewhat dragon-like, called Kempenfelt Kelly. So, that's kind of fun. Alright, we're going to hang a left here. I'm narrating like Zach from Revzilla here on our daily rider. But yeah. So it's kind of cool to be, this close to a piece of history. And it's really cool because Georgian Bay, or Penetanguishene, where that road, Penetanguishene Road, would bring you down here, is where my family comes from. For those that don't know, I am Métis. I'm from the Longlade, Beausoleil-Giraud, and the Dusaume-Clement family lines. There's another one there. And those families settled in Penetanguishene at one point. We started in Mackinac Island, then we had to go to a place called Drummond Island, and then eventually Penetanguishene. I think I'm going to go left up here. Shoulder checks. Because there's a specific spot that I'd like to go to show you the road specifically. But yeah, so my Métis family I want to say it was like some of them late 1700s, most of them in the early 1800s, came to Penetanguishene. And one of them actually split off from Penetanguishene and went on to what is now known as Beausoleil Island. Now, for those that don't know, Métis is a mix of First Nations and either French or Irish settlers usually. With the Beausoleil family line, some of them stayed on Penetanguishene and did a bunch of free stuff. I wasn't on the bike, I might grab those paintings. But the Beausoleil family line, that is Ojibwe, or Chippewa. If you ever see that name, Chippewa, it is the same as Ojibwe, same group of people. So, the Beausoleil, some of them stayed on Penetanguishene, some of them went to what is now known as Beausoleil Island and established the Beausoleil First Nations. Which is pretty cool, because my youngest at school right now is actually doing teachings in the school lodge, or she's like learning them and stuff, and they actually talk about that. And the lady is from Beausoleil First Nations. See, Kempenfelt Village, registered 1812. So this, specifically this area, or at least including this street, Adams Street here, is, or was part of Kempenfelt Village. So that's pretty cool. But, yeah. Also, I guess to educate even a little bit more, if you ever see the title of Anishinaabe people, or Anishinaabeg with a G on the end, or Anishinaabek with a K on the end, that is a group of First Nations that have come together. So there would be, let me think, Ojibwe, Odawa, I believe Potawatomi, and I can't remember the other ones right now. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so it is actually a group of First Nations. So whenever you see... Oh, I had to put the foot down. Whenever you see Anishinaabe, or Anishinaabeg, or Anishinaabek, again, sorry. Yeah. It is the land of those groups, or those nations. Which is pretty friggin' cool. So, I guess I should also say, and I guess, I don't know, a lot of Métis people that I've talked to don't really, I guess, talk about this part, but for me it was important. With the Métis, I have French, there's also Odawa, Ojibwe from the Beausoleil, and Cree from the Dusam family line. So yeah. And my ancestor, Charles Longlad, actually was a pretty badass general, was half native himself, and during a battle between him and... Oh, that was nice. During battles between him and the nation of what then was referred to as the Miami Nation, he actually cut out the heart of their leader and took a bite of it before he died. So, yeah. Me and my youngest, because she's my little horror movie buddy, always say it's a family tradition now. We're going to speed it up a little bit here. These streets here are part of Kempenfelt Village. I love going fast, I really do. So, this street here, I'm going to pull over actually. Yeah. Okay. So this street you see in front of us here. On the other side of the road, it says Penetanguishene Road, but on this street here, or on this corner, it says Blake Street. That's because nowadays, once you get to this point down, it turns into Blake. Going that way, it's Penetanguishene Road. So this road in front of us right here was part of what's called a heritage trail. The War of 1812 would actually, soldiers would use this road that they had like surveyed and everything to bring supplies, ammunition, soldiers, all that stuff down from Penetanguishene and come down to Barrie, or at least at that point, Kempenfelt Village, using that road that we're looking at right now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I believe Barrie became an established town in like, I want to say 1819 or somewhere around there. So, yeah. it's kind of cool to learn a little bit more of the history and stuff. And now, I guess that we got some of the cool stuff out of the way, I will talk about a different story now. So, something I didn't know is post-World War I, the KKK, you know, the guys with the white hoods and all that, was apparently a very prominent thing with quite a few people. And even more so, in Toronto and Barrie, they had quite a big following. So, in Barrie, there was 3 young men who were part of that, and had decided to basically try and spread an anti-Catholic message. And by doing that, they figured they were going to try and blow up a church downtown. Or at least what's now known as downtown. But yeah, so what had happened was these 3 young men went into a church called St. Mary's, put a timed explosive device, and succeeded in blowing up a 4-foot hole in the floor. Ooh, you know what? We're going to do a U-turn here. Probably not the best idea, but there's something down here. So, they succeeded in only blowing a 4-foot hole in the floor. Nothing else. Oh, another little library. So what came of that is these guys went on the run, went down to Toronto where the other members of their little clan group were, and decided to basically try and hide with them. And you'd think with, you know, these guys having similar beliefs and all that, they'd be down for that, but no. The leader of the group basically told them, like, you're going to turn yourself in, or I'm going to rat on you, and you have to sign a letter that says, we had nothing to do with this. See? Chippewa Court. This was also... So this area that we're sitting in right now was all part of the Kempenfelt village at the time. Chippewa Court, if you remember what I just said, Ojibwe as well. I think I went down the wrong street. There's something I wanted to find down here, but anyway, so they were told, you know, you got to write a letter saying you acted on your own. The clan had no part of this, and that's pretty much what he did. He turned himself in, wrote the letter, and then, yeah, once he got arrested for it, he then decided to rat on his 2 friends as well. And they were kept in what is known as the Old Barrie Jail, which is actually still standing today. So that's Indian Arrow Road that we just went down. I should have looked it up, where this might have been. But there's a plaque that shows the roads and everything that were part of the Kempenfelt village. If I can find a good picture of it, I'll include it here. Oh, see, so we are actually on a part of Penetanguishene Road there. So that's pretty cool. I've actually never been down here. So yeah, so the Old Barrie Jail is still standing. St. Mary's was moved to a different street in Barrie called Amelia Street. So that's no longer standing, or at least where it was before. Some nice houses. Oh, a couple of ravens. Yeah, I went down the wrong street. What can you do? Oh well, I'll try and find a picture of it, and then I'll just put it up where we were talking about all this. So, some interesting little facts about Barrie, I guess. We're going down, down, baby, no street in a rainbow. Oh, Shanty Bay Road. I think it's actually on this road. Whoa, I saw that loose gravel and potholes. Needed to get on the brakes real quick. Huh. Now it's just a matter of which way is it on Shanty Bay Road. Let's try right. Nice houses. I have a feeling it was left. It was probably left. You can see the, like, with the old bricks and stuff here. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that was bumpy. Yeah, I think it was the other way. Do we try and find it? You know what? Let's stop for a second. We're going to try and find it. While I'm doing this, I guess another little fun fact for everybody. My ancestor, Charles Longlad, is also known as the father of Wisconsin. So that's kind of cool. We're there. Oh, damn it, it was. I should have hung the left. Okay, we'll turn around. At least we didn't get too far from it. So I just got to do a little U-turn here. We've got plenty of battery left. Let me say, too, Silver, oh, he is such a trusty boy. Oh, look where you want to go. Ah! Lovely. No, Silver is like, he has outperformed every expectation I had. I didn't think I was going to be able to get that much from his battery, especially with, you know, the battery not being really able to fully charge anymore, because, you know, the guy I got it from lied, who knew. But no, he does so well. Couldn't ask for a better bike. So it should be down here somewhere. That's a garage sale. We don't need that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, see, Penetanguishene comes down here as well. Didn't know that. Well, there's a little lookout and stuff over there. Ah, found it! Okay. This is cool, because this is also the first time that I'm seeing this. Yeah. Oh, of course we had to park on a frickin' awkward... That's not going to stay. Okay. We're doing a U-turn. Get your feet up. Look where you want to go. Yeah! Okay. We're going to pull off a little bit more, just so, you know. Okay. Take my key with me. Good boy. Stay. I'll be right back. Okay, so the site of village of Kempenfeld. So we got Johnson Street, Houston Street. So that's not even Houston anymore. That would be Nelson, I believe. And up to Steel Street. So yeah, basically this little whole area right here that we've ridden around in, even in the first video on Silver, is all part of the village of Kempenfeld. Penetanguishene Road was surveyed by Samuel Wilmot, was cut through from Kempenfeld to Georgian Bay during the War of 1812 under supervision of Tiger Dunlop. Okay, that's actually interesting because Dunlop Street is downtown. Settlement along this road began in 1819. The government reserved 300 acres here at its south end for a town known as the village of Kempenfeld. It had a boat landing, log barracks, stores, tavern, brewery, and brickyard. Huh. Oh, in 1831, they actually wanted Kempenfeld to be chosen as the county town, but 2 years later, the government purchased land at the present site of Barrie, which became the county town in 1837. Huh, that's really cool. I wish I could make out the date there, but... Oh, so this route right here, route of present-day Shanty Bay Road. So that is actually what we're on right now. Oh, look at the flowers. It's pretty cool. Finally found this sign. Get to see some new spring flowers and the trees budding again. Yeah, it'll be fine. I was about to say, I don't even know if I'm supposed to have my bike down here, but I think as long as I don't go farther down that way. So yeah. Alright. Ooh, there we go. I hate starting on a decline. Silver's a trusty boy, but he's also a very heavy boy. I don't know how those people with, like, you know, Harleys or Triumphs or anything like that can park on a decline like this and not roll backwards. We're gonna go back up this way. Oh, that is a turn. And we're good. You've handled tougher hills than this, Silver. Show them what you're made of. Oh, nice backyard. He had a very stylish beard and haircut. Good for him. Oh, a little bit of wind. See, why don't people need to fence their yards? I mean, I know I would. I want privacy. Go back down here. I want to throw a ball, I want to mess with it. I want the preacher and pill, I want to bless with it. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary blissness. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary blissness. I am obsessed with that song right now. Starburster by Fontaine's DC. It's the Mobland theme, and it was used in the Havoc trailer. And I am obsessed with it. Oh, hello, Poochie. Okay. I was worried I lost the microphone for a second. Yeah. These types of buildings have been a lot more common in Barrie lately. I gotta go right. I don't want to go down to the beach. Ooh, motorcycle over there. That's pretty cool. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! Yes, my boy! Ride like the wind. You're so fast you can beat the devil! No car behind us, so we are going to merge. Go, people! No, that's not a stop sign. We're good. There we go. Oh, also, other than the... oh, that's a stop sign. It's going to be a rolling stop. That was my bad. Oh, other than the Assassin's Creed decal that I added, I also have straight razors on either side of the helmet now. And that's for two reasons. Again, much like the Silver reference. So, I put straight razors on the helmet because, one, me and my youngest love Sweeney Todd. My wife does too. But my youngest and me have looked up almost every production we can on YouTube or whatever. I've even borrowed the Angela Lansbury, the original run from the library, and we watched it, which was awesome. And then, yeah. So, for Sweeney Todd, but then also for a bit of an inside joke in our family. At the end of the musical, one of the songs says, be careful of who's beside you, like Sweeney Todd might be there kind of thing. Or it's like there he is standing beside you. And when that happened, my wife and youngest immediately pointed at me. And now it's just become a thing. Though, like, they point and go, Sweeney Todd! And honestly, it's funny. I enjoy it. I even, like, photoshopped a picture of my face on Sweeney Todd and sent it to my daughter, and she thought it was hilarious. Thought it was evidence confirming it. So yeah, much like how Silver is named after the Lone Ranger's horse, Silver, and a reference to Bill's bike in It, which is named after the same thing, Sweeney Todd has a double reference as well. Well, stop sign, might as well stop at it. And we're good. I know it was a rolling stop, technically, whatever, but just don't call the coppers on me, that's it, you know? Canadian smart drivers. Oh, so as also, oh, the wind. So as you can see, a lot of the debris has been cleaned up around here, but there's still evidence of what happened. But yeah, so now they just need to get the street sweepers here to like kind of clean up a lot of the little sticks and the sand, because that sucks being on a bike and going through all that. Honestly, I feel like every time I'm on the bike, Cool Rider from Grease 2 is just going through my head. And I'll say it, Grease 2, better soundtrack than the first. You got Cool Rider, Behind My Charades, which goes fucking hard. What else? Turn Back the Hands of Time, great song. Oh man, there's so many. Let's Bowl Tonight? Come on. Oh, when I left, it was not windy. Why is it windy now? I'm going to turn left up here, hopefully get a break from the wind. Oh, I forgot how pothole-ish this street is. But yeah, that's a hill I'll die on. Grease 2, way better soundtrack than the first movie. Although, my favorite song from Grease 1, Sandra Dee, Olivia Newton-John, Hopelessly Devoted to You. That's the best song in the soundtrack, in my opinion. Got a thing for love songs and power ballads, though. C-O-O-L-R-I-D-E-R. I'm a C-O-O-L. Also, thank you to everyone who's been watching the other videos. I didn't think anyone was going to give a shit about those, but the people who watch those and don't just watch, like, the music reactions, I don't know, I love you guys so much for that. Yeah, I appreciate it. Especially the people who will watch them and then comment on, like, a show or a movie that I'm talking about. Or the books. I got recommended a series of books recently. Oh, go ahead. Oh, and another car. I find people like to speed up when you're on a bike and trying to get around a car, because all of these people are technically parked in what would be the bike lane. And then when you try to get over so you can get around them, people will try and speed up to like stop you from going. But no, I got recommended a book series by an author, Chris Carter, and yeah, saw that pothole. I wanted to focus on hitting that. I want to say it was Erwin who suggested those, so thank you very much for those. I'm about to start the first book of that series called The Crucifix Killer, so that's going to be fun. I love a good crime thriller, and I love graphic movies. I love graphic books. Like, I don't need like a toned down, non-violent version. We're talking about serial killers here. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. That's just a Bill and Ted reference, in case anyone didn't know. Yep. Oh, they got the advance. Dang it. Oh, well. Ah, we go. Oh, it's gonna be windy going down here. Oops. Going a little faster than the speed limit, technically, on e-bikes. Oh, come on. Another reason why I need to put mirrors back on. Makes shoulder checking, or at least checking what's behind me, a little bit better. Sorry about all the wind there. Oh, actually, to tie into the fact about the Old Barry Jail and all that stuff, you're actually going to be able to see it right here. So, you know what? Let me pull over here at this bus stop. There we go. So, that old building there, kind of hidden behind the trees with the guard tower on top and stuff, that is the original Barry Jail. So, in 1926, when the KKK members tried to blow up a church and failed, he was kept right there. And if I remember correctly, either on this corner or this corner here is where actually St. Mary's was originally located. It was right on the corner of Mulcaster and Codrington. So it's either that corner here or that corner there, I believe. I think it's this one there. That's the courthouse now. But yeah, so that's the Old Barry Jail right there. Still standing. I don't think they really use it anymore for like that kind of thing. Gotta turn right. That outline you can see down there, that's the original outline of like the, I guess the original City Hall building. So many potholes. This street, Owen Street, has a lot of old houses that have been like fixed up and stuff, but they look nice. Like that old red brick style house. Oh, green light. Usually I don't get picked up by the light. That's cool. We're gonna pull into the library parking lot. Bam. Alright. Oh, so over there, St. Trinity's. That is where one of the best friends I've ever had in life, Dan, used to volunteer. Yeah. Yeah, he was a really great guy. That building you can see back there is basically a sign of what Barrie is, in a way, becoming. It is a lot of kind of tearing down older houses and building up really tall buildings or fancy apartments with, like, you know, workout rooms or whatever. And I'm not saying working out is a bad thing. It's good, but it's, you know, I don't know if you'll see it in the video, but the people that were just all lining that one street in front of the old jail, you know, Barrie's homeless population and stuff and people that need help are on a bit of a rise, and there's not really a lot of resources for them. Barrie prioritizes fancy buildings and tourism and, yeah. I don't know, it just sucks. Oh my god. There's a hawk. There's a big old hawk flying right now. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Talking about my Métis heritage and then, like, other stuff with First Nations, there's a hawk just flying over. I don't know, I feel like that's maybe a sign. But so this is Barrie Public Library here. Again, oh, I had my blinker on. Come on, guys. Oh, don't go through the dirt. The library is a great resource, especially this one. We're going to park right here. Because I need to run into the library when I finish recording. Nice. Turn the battery off. There we go. So, the library, especially this one, has a lot of really cool stuff. They have cricket machines and everything, which I actually use to do the decal and stuff. They have tons of different resources that you can use and everything. Tons of bikes, or not bikes, tons of books that I've been looking for I've found here. There's also some that I wasn't able to find here, but still. Tons of movies of all kind. Like, I know they have, like, Terrifier 3 in there right now. Like, they got horror, action, so many different movies and books and everything. So, like, if you have a local library, use it. Check books out. Do whatever it is you can to support them. Because libraries are a great resource. This church on the corner here, that's St. Andrew's. That's another really, really old church in Barrie. And you can kind of tell by the architecture and stuff. You don't really see churches look like that anymore. It feels like they're trying to be more fancy and stuff nowadays. But St. Andrew's is also one of the ones that promotes that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, trans, bi, anything. You're welcome there because that's God's house. And they believe that we are all God's children. So, yeah, it's actually really cool that it's such an old church. One, that we get to see down here. But two, they've actually, you know, come into, like, modern times and stuff. They don't want just people to feel, you know, excluded just because of who they are as a person. So, yeah. And I guess, I don't know, not to end this on a bummer, but, like, or like a kind of low note, but there's a theory I've seen people say that when you take churches out of a neighborhood or an area, that's when, you know, crime becomes more rampant. Well, there's a church there, and there's a church farther down the street. In downtown, lots of crime happens. So, I'm going to go into the library. I'm going to get my lady a book that she has on hold. And, as always, listen, you're worthy of love and kindness and everything in this world. Don't give up. Stay undefeated against the bad days. You know, every day you thought was going to be the one to break you, you've made it past. So just take it a day at a time. Take it a song at a time. Whatever you can to make it to the next day. So, yeah. Keep showing up for everybody, okay? We need you here. Now, all my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, for the love of everybody, keep being weird. Kick Shisha Keaton. I love you. Be good.